I'll check the perimeter. Over.
Hi, I'm Tankfish, and I'm wondering when the Pope is gonna call for the next Crusade. It's been like 700 years. Today we're playing Lionheart, which is basically if the Third Crusade was a fanfiction written by a drunk Hoi 4 player on methamphetamines. What if the final boss of the Crusade, Ayyubid Sultanate, is the weakest of all factions, and had their capital, Damascus, taken by the Cyprus Rebellion, who were supposed to be rebelling against Dick I of England for whooping their ass and taking their little island? What if the Teutonic Knights and Templars received Order 66 from the Pope and took French and English cities, which resulted in the French and the English forming an alliance with the Arabs to retaliate? What if Sultan Saladin thought it was funny to always attack when the Christians are having their mass? What if the Chaos Legion took Jerusalem? Well, there's no what ifs, because in this game, all that shit's happened in the span of 2 weeks. It's absolutely hilarious. Good game, 10 out of 10.
Oh my god!
Alright, current quests. Find your father downstairs. Oh, I thought he was still at the supermarket. Buy milk. Hello, Dad?
I see you have woken up late again.
It's 4 p.m., Dad. It's not that late.
You should go on a pilgrimage. I'm tired of seeing your sorry ass.
Dad, are you kicking me out?
You are old enough to find work on your own, my son. You cannot stay on this farm forever.
Dad, I want to stay in the basement and play Fortnite.
You must find something out in the world to bring your prosperity. That will be much more than you will find here.
Holy shit, he's actually kicking me out. No, Dad, please, I'll help out. I'll do the dishes.
We don't need your bitch ass on the farm.
Fuck! And so my dad kicked me out of the house and told me to see the village lord who absolutely hates my guts. Of course, I f***ing hate him too. I always shit in his front yard when no one is looking. He asked me to go in a really sus underground dungeon to retrieve some artifact. And I agreed, because I was gonna shove it up my ass and shit it out before giving it to him. So I went to the dungeon, weep style, shanked some guys who tried to rape me, got the artifact, tried to shove it up my ass. It doesn't fit, so I went out. What the f***? Did God shit himself? I was away in the dungeon for like 5 minutes, came out, and this shit happened. What the f***? There was the village lord, he was dying. So I went and told him to go f*** himself and that I was actually the guy who keeps shitting in his front yard. Then I hurried back to my house to find my mom and dad, who got brutally murdered. So I screamed, "Oh look, guess it's my house now, Dad! I'm gonna stay in the basement and play Fortnite. What are you gonna do? Kick me out? Oh wait, no you can't!" The guy who killed them left their sword in their gut. Why? Swords in 13th century are quite expensive and you don't just leave it there after shanking someone. Anyways, I had to escape the village and it took 10 minutes for my singular brain cell to figure out where I should be going. Then I see another sus guy, so I went to shank him. Got my ass handed to me, so I did a little bit of a tactical retreat. Then I got to the port where I met my uncle, who was like, "Oh, your dad died. I'm sobbing, really." Then we fled to Sicily, where he told me to go to Messina to meet him. I had no idea where Messina is, so I asked him if he could take me to Messina. No. Okay, uncle. And so I had to use the skill I have learned back when I was a demon slayer in Demonfall, walking for a really long time. Then I got to this cart dude who could take me to Messina. He got stuck in the critical error, so I had to kill myself, resurrect after 3 days at the dock and walk all the way back again. Eventually I got to Messina, and my uncle was like, "Oh shit, I didn't expect you make it. I mean, this was a test. If you couldn't, that you probably not gonna survive anyways, bruh." Then I asked him what to do next, and he was like, I don't f***ing know. Oh shit.
Insert cash or select payment type.
First, I tried to start a mercenary clan with the boys, then I realized that I'm f***ing broke. Then Food was like,
"Just go onto the Discord and beg for a job."
so we did, and we got our first job offer. We got rated 5 stars.
We do anything for money.
Then comes our second job. The Teutonic Knights wanted to hire us to fight. Okay, wait.
I like Greek yogurt.
And then the guy we were beating came in my Discord DMs, told me he's gonna pay double if we switch side. Sorry, can't do that.
Oh Allah the Almighty, Allahu Allah.
Usually, when the Chaos Legion raid a game, we first send in the least brain dead of the Legion, aka the elites, to learn to play the game so they can teach the other dumbasses how to play later. This allows us to rapidly expand our military, identify possible enemies, you know, all that good stuff, but we skip this phase in this raid because I forgot. So it went a little bit something like this. Sniper hired me, I took his money, then I just told him, yeah, go ahead and feel free to draft people from Chaos Legion, I'm leaving the training in your hands, and I'm just gonna go over there and play Demonfall. And I never showed myself again, for a month. Now before the preparation phase, Ayyubid Sultanate did not have any territories and was the last faction in ranking. After a month, when I suddenly remembered about Lionheart while I was taking a shit, I quickly DM'd Sniper asking about the current situation. Apparently while I was busy breathing and shanking demons, a whole fucking season of Game of Thrones happened in the game. Sniper took over the entire Central Levant, brought Ayyubid Sultanate to #1 ranking, booted the Cyprus out to Northern Levant and took all their cities, which made them scared shitless. The Cyprus, to have peace, resorted to have a political marriage with motherfucking Altair, or whoever the was in charge of the assassins. Because of this, Ayyubid stopped chasing after the Cyprus, because nobody wants to fight the motherfuckers with hidden blades who jump down 7-story buildings and stab people in broad daylight. Then Sniper went and started pissing off the Christians by continuously attacking the Teutonic Order. He did it under the pretense of liberating the Zangrid under the tyrannical rule of the German Knights. But he kinda liberated a little bit too hard and took all the shits that the Teutons had. Then he began raiding holy masses for shits and giggles, and that's when the fucking Pope had enough of his shits and launched a goddamn crusade on his bitch ass. Sniper then proceeded to get absolutely fucking annihilated by the coalition. So yeah, you know that the preparation phase is usually supposed to be calm and uneventful? Like nothing is actually supposed to happen here. Not some crack-ass novel written by George R.R. Martin on LSD. What the f***? So, almost nobody got trained, everybody hates us, we got no cities, and Sniper f***ing overpinned so no one wants to play the game. Because of this, we rally a f*** all compared to our usual rallies. It was so sad that every time we raid I would go in my closet and cry a little bit. But I was optimistic, so we launched some skirmish attacks on our enemies. Turns out, people who play Lionheart never seen grass. They've grinded their ass off and got these Damascus steel sword that Thanos snap your HP in half. And all we got are those arsenic f***ing toothpick toy swords that deal 15 damage because, you know, no one wants to grind. Basically, if we don't outnumber them at least 2-1, there's no chance for us to win. Now the server limit is 120. They can usually rally at least around 50 people. It means that it's impossible mathematically to outnumber them 2-1 due to the server player limit. But I was still sort of optimistic. I had a plan while I was molding in my closet. If we're having trouble fighting them, what if we just don't fight them at all? What if we just fill up the server before they could even react so they couldn't join? Supreme excellence consists of breaking the enemy's resistance without fighting. The goal is simple. Fill that bitch up before people realize about our shenanigans. First, we have to make sure they don't know about the rally, because if they do, they can simply rally before us and screw the whole operation up. That means at everyone, Lionheart's raid tomorrow at 3 PM EST in the announcement is a no-go, because they've got spies in our Discord. They think they're slick. Instead, I only announced the date of the operation to the most trusted members of the Legion and told the commanders to secretly smuggle small groups of soldiers into Central Levant under the pretense of game night or other events before the raid. What seemed like a quick game of Rake Remastered is in fact a covert operation intended to move an army without detection. Thanks to this, we managed to rally 110 people right under their nose. Oh god. Oh god. This is terrifying.
Here's how you get more men power. You just get a few women.
This left no time for the Crusaders to react. Then we just took everything. I mean, there weren't any big fights. The most resistance we have encountered was 3 random unfortunate knights who alerted the horde and got immediately overrun. Let your plans be dark and impenetrable as night, and when you move, fall like a thunderbolt. It was quite boring actually, and people wanted more blood.
Tankfish, are we allowed to eat them?
What? 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 So we went to Southern Levant. I'm gone. Our enemies were waiting for us there. I don't know why, because we never wanted to go there. And there were a lot of people who were just there to watch the show, eating popcorns and shit. So that server was filled up. There were like 70 people. So we just came in there, fought for like 5 minutes, then retreated back to Central Levant because half our army couldn't fit in. And they thought they won. They thought they repelled the horde. So they just off and started to celebrate. So we came back and we their shit up. Then they realized we're back and they were like, oh shit, it's not over yet. So they came back to defend, but it was too late because our whole army is there. However, we quickly hit a roadblock while trying to capture the city of Jericho. You see, we spawn all the way here. Jericho is all the way here. It literally takes like 3 minutes of walk for us to get to Jericho. Also, some of my guys started to leave because it literally has been 2 hours and their mom is calling them to dinner. So because of all this, they managed to hold us off. I needed to do something quick, and it was at that moment that the spirit of Sun Tzu whispered in my ear, "All war is based on deception." So I told Sniper to lead a small group of people to initiate a siege on Nicosia. Of course, it was a distraction. We weren't actually gonna siege Nicosia. We're gonna stay here and let them teleport to Nicosia and fight nothing. So when the teleport thing popped out, we did this. No, everyone click no.
Everybody click
Let's
no.
say click yes. Let's say. So they all thought we were going to Nicosia, and they accepted the teleport, leaving the city pretty much empty, and we just walked in and took it. And trust me, they were more than confused when they saw no one attacking Nicosia. It was hilarious. And then I hear Sun Tzu whispering again, "The captured soldiers should be kindly treated and kept." I'll pretend I didn't hear that. So while the English and their allies were fighting nothing at Nicosia, we took all their garrisons. Then one of my commanders was like, "Hey, Tank, you want to take Jerusalem?" Do I want to take Jerusalem? Of course I want to take Jerusalem. So we sieged Jerusalem. There's two parts in it. There's the outpost battle and there's the siege. The outpost battle was pretty simple. You just go in the middle and you camp the tower.
Only the shield campers stay there. The rest
Yeah, only the shield campers stay there. The shield camper is a vital part of our strategy.
The shield camper division.
The shield camping division. So we pretty much just steamrolled them with our number. The siege, however, is another story. The city of Jerusalem's layout is about as confusing as quantum physics, and both has given me brain aneurysm. We walked through the gate and it was as if we stepped into limbo. Got absolutely no idea where to go. It's like first time at the airport. Go to B, they said. But where is B? B is on top of that big tower. Which one? Took us a good 10 minutes to figure out where the f everything is, and once that happened, we won. Or so we thought, because apparently they threw the siege battle. The admin saw us running around like a bunch of confused tourists and got worried. He was like, oh if you lose the battle, he might not upload a video. And I really need that video for advertisement, cause game about to die. To clarify, our primary goal, which is the Central Levant, has already been taken. Jerusalem is just like a cherry on top, I guess. So I didn't care, but they thought it was the end of the world. So basically what I mean is God is literally on our side. So God went in our enemy's leader's DM and told him to not win because Deus non vult. So they threw, and then they complained in general. Ah, we let you win. Look man, anything goes in war, including blackmailing God, unintentionally or not. I mean, since the community did put up a good fight and literally called a crusade on my ass, for good sportsman's sake, let's call the siege of Jerusalem a draw. Since we technically didn't win, but technically didn't lose neither. And trust me, I'm equally pissed as I'll never know the true outcome. So GG, Nori. And that'll be the end of the video. Subscribe, like, and comment E, or I will force the Pope to call the 10th Crusade on your ass. Sniper, say the prayers.